The COVID-19 pandemic is now a major disruptor of all aspects of human life. For instance, most of us have had a lot of faith in modern research, science, technology, innovation, globalization, and mutual interdependence. But the reality is that this pandemic has opened our eyes and minds even wider. The economic and financial shocks associated with COVID-19, such as disruptions to industrial production and supply chains, falling commodity prices, financial market volatility, rising insecurity, have all derailed the already tepid economic growth and development that we have felt. As a result of COVID-19, therefore, global growth is expected to slowly fall in 2020. Official development assistance is likely to fall far below the 2018 levels, and short-term financial market volatility, as well as debt risks, will rise further, not just for the less developed countries, but also for vulnerable middle-income developing countries, as we have heard from some of our colleagues. Sadly, we have also in the same period witnessed protective trade behavior with direct impact on our exports and therefore our financial capacity to cater for the health and economic needs of our people. We find ourselves in a truly special, historic time. Times that demand that we focus our energies to the agenda of 2030 and the Sustainable Development Goals that we all passed as the United Nations. This is not, I believe, a time to retreat from this great ambition. In my view, we need to focus our actions on that will help us to first and foremost expand liquidity in the global economy and maintain financial stability to safeguard development gains that we have already achieved. We need to expand fiscal space and foster domestic resource mobilization by preventing illicit financial flows. And number 5 is to enhance partnership with the private sector, but partnerships that help build indigenous local capacity for production and forestall the needs for long supply chains. Your Excellencies, this conversation will be fruitless if we do not recognize that many of our countries are faced with fiscal constraints that impede our ability to invest in health, food security, energy, and other basic needs. Moreover, it is a fact that our countries also face severe constraints on domestic resources to invest in long-term self-sustaining growth and infrastructure. The COVID-19 crisis has made the situation even worse. Finally, ladies and gentlemen, I cannot emphasize enough the importance of global solidarity in our endeavors to address the COVID-19 pandemic and the associated financing needs. Each one of us in government and in business must play their respective roles. Global solidarity is about all of us coming together. At the national level, we are doing our best. Beyond our national commitments, at regional and global levels, we have contributed within regional and intergovernmental meetings, continental and African Union efforts, and we have fed this into the G20 and a number of United Nations meetings. Indeed, as the President in Office of the Organization of African, Caribbean, and Pacific States, I will also be convening an extraordinary intersessional summit to deliberate the COVID-19 and its effects on our peoples and our already vulnerable economies in all our regions.